I don't know. I'm not sure. If we had the PowerPoint OBS, we could run OBS. But we don't. I don't think so. So that's the thing is when they're, when they're showing the photo, we do just flash it with yeah. So let's tell them. Yeah. Yeah. So I think they're doing that. Yeah. You know.
things are too. But we can probably get something that attaches to the
Dear classmates, parents, teachers, members of the board, and special guests, welcome. At the end of every storm is a rainbow. This saying has been ingrained in me since childhood, that at the end of any struggle lies a sense of achievement, and therefore a just reward. However, we also know that before a rainbow fills the sky, first there is a storm. And in many cases, we get so caught up preparing for the next storm, we sometimes forget to appreciate that rainbow, with all its unique colors and forms. So, class of 23, I ask you to reflect on the fact that we will never be here, in this place, at this time, ever again. Students will become adults, dealing with adult-sized responsibilities, with adult-sized consequences. Parents will mourn the departure of children, now moving on to challenges that even though they know they are prepared for, worry about nonetheless. Teachers will move on to the next batch of teenagers, ready to soak up knowledge. But in between this transition from high school to college is a rare chance for reflection. And I ask you all to really look back and celebrate the memories, achievements, and relationships formed during our time at WAC. To really appreciate that rainbow in front of us before it inevitably fades into our memories. I hope everybody with us truly appreciates this amazing group of students I am proud to call my cohort. Thank you, everybody, and please welcome the wonderful Dr. Medved Krajinovic onto the podium.
Thank you very much for this beautiful opening. You said actually everything just nicer than I would say. So, dear students, parents, teachers, family members, friends, behalf of WAC, I would like to welcome you to the graduation of the class of 2023. It is actually only the fourth time in our history that graduation is happening on our campus, and every year it looks different. Since WAC is a school that likes to celebrate and be together, and also to counter all the adversities, we decided to create a new tradition that combines the event that we will enjoy today here and the one that will happen on Monday in the historic and symbolic Confucius Temple and our traditional graduation day. Dear graduates, now over to you. You are at the very beginning of a more independent future. One of the many quotes attributed to Confucius is the following: "A gem cannot be polished without friction, and an individual without trials." You have certainly had many trials over the past 4 years, so you should be quite polished individuals by now. I do not know how you feel, but I will encourage you all to believe that there is a great potential in you. Use it well. Despite all trials, most, if not all of you, have grown up in very privileged contexts. You went to excellent schools and had a huge opportunity to learn. You had the opportunity to contribute to your community, and you practiced empirical leadership. You traveled, explored, partied, enjoyed life, and there is nothing wrong with that. What could be wrong, though, is not to use that privilege to the good of humanity. And there is a lot of good that needs to be done. Wherever you go, you will be exposed to conversations about climate and sustainability, inclusion and equity, conflicts and geopolitics, ethical and existential questions about artificial intelligence. You can be a passive listener in those conversations, but I hope that, inspired by your education at WAC, you will not only listen and observe. I hope you will use the privilege and competencies that come from your background and be an active local citizen. The world is a very dynamic and interconnected system, and even small local efforts can ripple and make an amplified enduring impact. Be the source of that impact. We also learned that some things will come easier to you than many other young people around the world. Use that advantage ethically. Never forget to be humble. Things in life change quickly, and even in your young lives, you experience how things that you took for granted, such as coming to school, being with your friends, change overnight. In order to be ready for change, keep learning. Be agile and creative, be passionate, but also patient and kind. Try to think about others more than you think about yourself, and you will be surprised how far they will take you. Kindness is not a sign of weakness. It's a sign of strength and self-confidence. Stay connected. Today we are joining over 1,800 WAC graduates spread all over the globe. It's an important and growing network that you now have. Use it to foster the feeling of belonging, but use it also to support each other professionally. Around 25% of our alumni are in North America, 25% in Europe, 20% in Asia, 10% in other parts of the world. And they are evenly spread across different fields of study and work. While we keep connecting you all, having the network makes a difference in good times and bad times. And as adults here, your teachers and families, we would love to continue being part of your network. We have more life experience than you, and we can offer wisdom that comes from years of learning, relearning, and working with others. But the world is changing so rapidly that it is hard for us to keep up. In order to stay tuned in and relevant, we adults will need your help, dear graduates. A growing idea in the minds of many professionals is to have a young mentor. You can be those mentors to us. We are willing to learn from you, and as much as we guide you, you can guide us too and be our vibrant source of energy. In my speech, I have thrown some responsibilities on you, so I would like to end with some light thoughts. I hope, dear graduates, that WAC has given you many happy, fun, and magic moments that will keep popping up in your memory and bringing a smile to your face. We always say that childhood is the place of happiness and wonders, but adulthood can be that place too. Believe that regardless of your age and circumstances, your life is in your hands. Believe that you can make the magic out of it, and the people who love you will be next to you and continue supporting you. Dear parents, guardians, teachers, thank you for raising and educating the class of 2023. Dear graduates, I hope you will remember this event and people around you as one of those magic moments where the only thing that mattered was the celebration of you. Thank you. Now I would like to invite our wonderful Jennifer Young to lead us with the music into Jennifer. For yours.
Thank you, Jennifer, for that beautiful and accomplished performance. I'm privileged to take the direct line from such the keyboard at this point. We'll now hear from one of WAG's founders, Mr. Michael Crook, who will talk about the significance of the medallions that our WAG graduates receive today.
Dear graduates of this year of practice, congratulations. Your years at WAB have included some most unusual times, and as a souvenir of these memorable years, you will each receive a medallion. This medallion is made of bronze alloy, and the way that such medallions were made thousands of years ago. It's a fine piece of art, a collector's item, and we hope that the medallion will bring you joyful memories of your life at Lab and in China. On one side, you will see the Chinese characters Zhi and Cheng, Zhi meaning wisdom and Cheng meaning accomplishment. The other side has Jin, Xi, Xue, Xiao, top to right, left, in that order. And the medallion, now, Chinese culture is ancient, and there's a lot of symbolism in colors and shapes and events and so on. So I just wanted to say that the round is for the shape of the coronavirus. and the square is for the shape of the masks you've all been wearing. Oh, just kidding. Actually, the round is a traditional symbol of heaven and harmony and togetherness, and the square is the traditional shape of the earth, which is the earth which we all share. Now, when I see the Fang, the square, and Yuan, round, I think of the Chinese saying, "Wu ju bu cheng fang yuan." And what does this mean? Well, the saying comes from the great Confucian sage Mencius, who said over 2,000 years ago, "Li lou zhi min, gong shu zi zhi qiao, bu yi gui ju, bu neng cheng fang yuan." So, even with the vision of a Li Lou and the skill of a Wu Fan, without compass and set square, you cannot make a proper circle and square. So besides vision and skills, we need the correct tools, and I hope that WAB has helped imbue you with a clear vision and acquire useful skills and equipped you with the tools necessary to connect, inspire, challenge, and make a difference, and go on to make the world a better place for all. Thank you.
Thank you, Michael. I didn't know what you were going to say, but it's significantly boring. And now we move to the awarding of diplomas, where we acknowledge and honor the members of the WAB graduating class of 2023. To present the diplomas and congratulate our graduating students, I invite to the stage our principal, Ms. Verba, and our head of school, Dr. Edward Plumage. Michele Adetantuono, renowned for his zest for life and free spirit, Michele looks forward to seeing where life will take him as he returns to Italy next year. He will remember WAB fondly for the lifelong friendships he has made in his 4 years here. Nina Alabani, and many look forward to studying cognitive science at Indiana University Bloomington next year. Ava Brown. Ava plans to study fine arts at the University of British Columbia. With designers in classical science, Alma will acquire a Bachelor of Science pursuing psychology at Birmingham. Eric Escobar-Blanes. Eric is looking forward to studying economics at Maastricht University next year. He will miss that. Olivia Chen. Olivia, a triple varsity athlete, is looking forward to a future full of possibilities. Sophia Chung. Known for her tiger spirit and love of learning, Sophia is looking forward to studying at Parsons in New York City. Jin Young Cho. Most proud of his contributions in program, Jin Young plans on studying economics at UCLA or Seoul National University. Tiffany Choi. Tiffany, responsible for the school Stray Cats Club, will be staying in China for the university study. Ben Clark. Ben would like to pursue a career in the film industry with a focus on screenwriting. He will be studying in Melbourne, Australia. Alexa D'Alessandro. Alexa looks forward to using her skills and diplomacy when studying international affairs at James Madison University. Nishan Patel badminton player at Wave is going to Calgary to major in computer science. He'll miss everyone away. Stella Gilbert. Known for her team spirit both on and off the field, Stella is looking forward to studying pre-med in the Netherlands next year. Linda Dupuy. Linda's kind and gentle nature will carry her far in her future studies. Nana Furukawa. Nana is attending the Kanda Institute of Foreign Languages, studying early childhood English education. Demian Gauss. Demian is extremely grateful for his time at Web, the opportunities he has been given, the experiences he's had, and the friends he has made. He will be staying in China, continuing his studies at the Beijing Institute of Technology. Naila Gebhardt. Naila's good humor and athleticism will go with her as she continues her education at the University of Veterinary Medicine in Budapest. teams, the JDA intends to bring a good humour and positivity to Rotterdam next year. Elizabeth Mann, a musician, elementary through high school and on to the future, Elizabeth looks forward to studying cognitive science at the University of Toronto. Lily Heinzer. Lily, a passionate softball and tennis player, is looking forward to going to Canada next year. Mia Hitzer. Mia, a dedicated graduate since nursery, is looking forward to studying psychology in Rome. Simon Posty. Pursuing his interest in economics and filmmaking, Simon is looking forward to spending a gap year in the Netherlands next year.
Lucas Sue. Lucas will continue to pursue art and design in New York City in hope of becoming an artist or designer. Josiah Ewa, a true history buff and founder of Wave's first high school history club, Josiah looks forward to studying either history or political science at Biola University in Southern California next year. Chapin, a hard-working student passionate about chemistry and biology, will be pursuing his study in South Korea next year. Cecilia Gia. Cecilia is most proud of her international success involved, and she looks forward to pursuing interests in neuroscience in the United States next year. Most proud of her contributions to choir over the past 6 years, Mayata will continue her studies at Utrecht University College in the Netherlands. Isabel, known for her time management and dedication to study, is looking forward to a gap year in Washington, D.C. next year. Charlie is looking forward to joining the Israeli Defense Forces and is grateful for the opportunity to learn different languages. Lily Hart. Following her passion for art and fashion, Lily intends to develop her creative side, stimulated through events such as the Wave Fashion Show, by studying art in Europe next year. Claire is looking forward to studying international relations in Washington, D.C. next year. Amber Burfors, a long-time basketball and guitar player and member of the Varsity Girls basketball team, Amber will be taking a gap year and earning lots of money from her job at McDonald's before studying journalism in Montreal, Canada. Ming Yong Kim. In the future, Ming Yong looks forward to experiencing new and diverse things while continuing his studies in science, especially biology and chemistry at university. Wendy Kim. Wendy is most proud of her contributions to the APAC choir over the last 8 years at WAG. She intends to study psychology in South Korea next year. Casper gratefully lives farewell to Beijing, cherishing his 14 years at WAG. He's looking forward to studying nursing in Finland this fall. Renee Maxwell. Renee will be continuing his academic career in Norway and is looking forward to studying economics. Tyler is well known for his contributions to varsity swimming and volleyball. He looks forward to studying computer science at New York University next year. Known for his acerbic wit and memorable laugh, Franz intends to pursue political science in The Hague. Anoop will be most fondly remembered for his academic and athletic prowess. He looks forward to studying art in Chicago in the fall. Uni Lee. Introducing the Better Twin, who is as dedicated to her studies as much as to her love for the arts. Jake Lee. Jake will treasure the friendships he made and the opportunities given to explore his interests. With Jake's growing passion in STEM and public health care, he will study at a California Dental School or engineering at UC Berkeley. You may find Mai in her natural environment, laying on the beach with coconut in hand. She will be happily continuing her studies on the sands of Hawaii. She will miss her classmates very much. Luminan, most proud of her dedication to the Straight Cats group, Unique plans on studying sociology at the University of Amsterdam next year.
Rainier Lundgren. An active participant in APAC sporting events, Rainier looks forward to studying in the area of political science at Whitman College in Washington State next year. Jason is proud of his strong learning curve when undertaking an extended essay on the Byzantine Empire as part of the DP. He looks forward to studying in the US in the next academic year. Sergey will be recalling his years spent at WAB all the way from the Netherlands. Zoe McEwen. Zoe, an avid dancer, would like to thank WAB for an amazing 10 years. Zoe will be studying honours forensic chemistry at Trent University in Canada next year. Continuing her journey of filmmaking and the arts, Cici looks forward to utilising her talents in the United States next year. Eric Mead. Eric used to pray for times like this, to rhyme like this, so he had to grind like that, to shine like this. Ricky is most proud of her contributions to WAB's dance program over the past 4 years. She looks forward to studying biotechnology and business at HKU of Science and Technology next year. Max Lowick, a passionate athlete and future entrepreneur, will study computer science and management in either London or Munich. Matilda, known for her dramatic flair and contributions to the arts, Matilda will be making her entrance to the University of Leeds, where she will be studying performing arts. Liz Payne. Liz is very proud she has survived the Ivy diploma. She looks forward to studying illustration in the United Kingdom next year. Danny Park, a captain of varsity volleyball and the leader of the science club, Danny will continue his study of chemistry and biology in order to start his own protein shake business. Julia Patja. Julia intends to build on her flair for entrepreneurial leadership that's been demonstrated through her captaincy of the WAB softball team. She will be undertaking a degree in economics at ESEP University next year. Aislinn Jha, an avid participant in APAC, Aislinn looks forward to dancing her way into data science in the United States next year. Sebastian Reeves. Despite his brother's many worries and lack of faith in his academic capabilities, Sebastian is in fact graduating and looks forward to studying psychology at Royal Holloway, University of London next year. Johnny Weston. A consummate athlete, Johnny is proud of his contributions to 4 different team sports whilst at that. He looks forward to beginning cinema studies at NYU. Leah Rubin. After serving in the Israeli Defence Forces, Leah will go on and pursue the study of interdisciplinary arts in the Netherlands. Jackie Shin. Jackie is looking forward to studying biochemistry in the United States next academic year. Jack So. Jack, who has been at work for way too long, is going to study in the United States. He's going to study in the United States computer engineering. This will hopefully still have time to allow him to play the guitar. Jitu will be studying anything but biology. Ian Studley, passionate about history and the current political state of the world, Ian will continue his journey in the United Kingdom, where he will study international relations. Tiffany Suryani. Tiffany has brought her infectious spirit to those varsity volleyball and soccer teams, as well as the rest of her school life. Her creative endeavours in the art studio have led her to pursue graphic design next year. Eric Van Stennis. Eric is very much looking forward to returning to the Netherlands, where he intends to study artificial intelligence.
Bertina Berusserin-Gamal. Bertina, known for athleticism as part of varsity tennis and a passion for sustainability, looks forward to studying medicine in India next year. Smilla B. Slogan. Smilla has brought her dedication and spirit to all areas of athletics, particularly showing leadership through coaching. She intends to continue with her love of sport by studying sports science in Amsterdam next year. Andrew has enjoyed his time at Prague, growing friendships and being able to explore his interests further. He will be studying industrial design next year in Canada at Algonquin College. Eugene Wong, a dedicated member of Grab Tiger Sharks, Eugene intends to study into a degree in industrial design at Northeastern University in Boston next year. David Wong. David, known for his distinctive character, will continue living his best life at university. Naomi is excited to pursue a diploma in film studies at UC Berkeley in the U.S. next year. She is most proud of surviving the program. Raymond Wang. Renowned for his Memorial Student Council candidacy speech, Raymond looks forward to studying physics at the University of Florida next year. fashion design at Pricing School of Design next year. Isabel Young. By following her passion in medicine and athletics, Isabel will be taking her beauty to Brandeis University next year's school year. Spring Young, as a great IB survivor and procrastinator, will continue her study at Hong Kong University, majoring in business administration. Momo Young, a woman of many diverse and interesting talents, Momo intends on studying psychology at Mount Holyoke College in Massachusetts in the fall. Claire Mayhood Young, unable to follow her first dream of joining a retirement home at 18, she now follows her second dream of studying history of art and architecture at Tufts University. Sophie plans to take a gap year before studying humanities at Yale. She is very grateful for her time at MAP. Jerry, a passionate tennis player at RAD, is looking forward to studying biological science in Hong Kong or South Korea next year. Nancy Zhang. Nancy is most proud of completing an IB diploma with a bilingual diploma for the 2 languages at the higher level. Ironically, she is eager to continue her studies in the field other than linguistics. Roxy Zhang. Congratulations, Roxy, on her graduation. Grace Zhang. Grace will continue to pursue in the arts in Rhode Island. She will also keep slapping her face in the new band. Billy Zhang. Billy will head to UC Berkeley to study film and media and plans to make some spectacular visual effects. Emily Zhou. Emily will relish the lifetime memories she has made at RAD over the past 13 years. She is excited to be studying studio art at New York University next year. Last but not least, Barbara Chua. Barbara will continue her journey of learning physics and math at Carnegie Mellon University.
Another round of applause for our graduates. Really nice. It's now my pleasure to introduce our wonderful APEC choir, directed by Mr. Chaudier. They'll be performing Now is the Month of May by Thomas Lloyd, APEC. Thank you, APAC Choir. Beautiful performance, song I haven't heard before, so thank you. Every year, the students of the graduating class elect one of WAB's faculty members who's been special and important to them to address them at their graduation ceremony. This year, the honour of being the chosen teacher speaker for the class of 23 goes to Ms. Elizabeth Woodson.
This is a speech to graduates. I'm going to just ask for permission to get to Greetings to you all. As I begin, I would most unfortunately like to graduate. Sorry. I'm actually students as you were sitting in the first time. As I begin, I would most importantly like to congratulate all of you on your graduation today. It would be fair to say that you have had a challenging 4 years in high school, where COVID has had an impact on every element of your learning and life. To be sitting here today in the presence of your special people is a remarkable feat. The entire faculty is very proud of each and every one of you. When considering what I will talk to you about today, it occurred to me that there are 3 pieces of advice, none of them from family, which have guided my journey to this moment, and I felt these might be of some use or interest to you. The first was from the Women in Sciences advisor at the University of Auckland, who came and spoke to my cohort in our senior year and said, "Study the things that you are passionate about, a career will follow." Pursuing areas of learning that you're passionate about is a powerful motivator. It can bring fulfillment, joy, resilience, purpose, and meaning to both your work and life. Hence, I appear as a slightly mad scientist and mathematician with a love for music and teenagers, not working as an accountant, which had been my intended career choice since I was 10. So I say to you, study and learn about the things that you are passionate about. The second piece comes from an elderly lady with whom I shared time at Green Lane Hospital in the heart surgery ward. I was 19, very scared, and recovering from open heart surgery over the Christmas break at the end of my first year of university. I got to know this kind and genteel lady over the very lengthy hospital stay. On the day of my release, she left a note on my bed which said, "Elizabeth," which actually is my real name, "go kick life in the butt." I still have that note. So my advice to you is the same. Get out there and try something new. Fall over and get back up on your feet. Experience a new activity, meet different people, take advantage of opportunities that cross your path, even when they seem strange or different from your friends or family choices. So say yes and see where life leads you. Go and kick life's butt. My last piece of advice comes from a whakatauki. That is a Maori proverb. I will share it with you both in our native language and then in English, and it is a question and an answer. He ata te mea nui o te ao. He tangata, he tangata, he tangata. What is the most important thing in the world? It is people, it is people, it is people. This whakatauki talks of the importance of human connection and relationships. This is what creates community and enables us to flourish. It values the human being in all of us and reminds us of what is most important. Not money, not success, not a job or a thing. It is people. During your years in these buildings, you have formed friendships, learn from each other, from teachers, from coaches and mentors, and gain people who will influence you for a lifetime. Cherish those relationships. As you continue your journey into adulthood, new people will cross your path. Colleagues, neighbours, friends, and loved ones. Engage with them, listen to them, learn from them. No one makes it through life alone. We all need each other. We discover who we are and find purpose through our interactions and connections with others. So as you leave here today and start to make your mark on the world, remember to make space in your life for people, to lift them up, to appreciate them, and to allow them to appreciate you. Whenever possible, help someone succeed. The legacy you leave will be defined not by your professional accomplishments, but by the relationships you build. As poet Maya Angelou once said, I have learned that people will forget what you said, they will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. Class of 2023, go forward with confidence, compassion, and a commitment to making this world a little better and brighter for the people in it. And remember, you don't walk alone. It is perhaps no surprise that the part of my life and work that I value most is the connection with you, through the easy and the challenging parts. To today, where you are all stars. Thank you for the honour of allowing me to speak on this special day. Kia tau te raumaru e kia tātou katoa, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa.
Thank you, Ms. Wilson, for sharing some of the wisdom you've applied in your life with that great gift today. The Confucius scholar at Ware is one of the top academic achievers, but also a person who embodies the qualities Ware aspires to foster in their students. This year, a group of faculty members agreed that the person who has earned this award through her consistent excellence in academics, service, and through her wonderful character is Sophie Lee.
Thank you, Mr. Abrahams. It's an honor to speak here today. As I was walking in through the gates, I was once again in awe of what a special, beautiful place Lab is, despite the weather. And I cannot help but feel grateful to be joined by all of you today. Before I begin, I'd like to thank faculty, alumni, family, friends, graduates, Ms. Wilson for the great speech. Not one of us would be where we are today without the others. So please join me in applause for everyone present today. Before I start, I'd also like to foreshadow that I'll be quoting a lot of people today. And to preserve the fluidity of speech, I have omitted some of their names. But if you are as keen as the IB about insect citations, well actually, too bad for you, because the IB is over. Looking back, the first piece of wisdom that I brought across at Bridgeton High School was something I first heard passed around the hallways of middle school. Do tomorrow, do tomorrow. Whether you've heard these exact words, I know that you probably followed this piece of advice too. If you didn't, then I don't know what you're still doing here, because by my estimates, you would have graduated at least 2 years early. Man, thinking back to grade 9, why were we ever so stressed out? As our workload increased, this piece of wisdom stayed. In grade 10, our personal project reports were completed on the evening of the deadline. At the end of grade 11 and the beginning of grade 12, history repeated itself for the extended essay. Hopefully, history won't repeat itself completely, because remember that our personal project reports, thank God they didn't matter, were collectively marked down 2 points by the IB. Nonetheless, the extended essay, among other challenges, taught us that it's a choice between the pain of discipline or the pain of regret. and later on, we managed just enough discipline to finish our college applications. Just recently though, do tomorrow infiltrated our lives again, becoming the anthem of our 12th grade second semester, where immediately after collectively surviving the coronavirus, we collectively contracted senioritis. I guess COVID weakened our immune systems. We started preparing for our exams at the start of the exam week, but we made it. It hasn't been easy, class of 2023. We are, after all, the only class to have faced COVID all 4 years of high school. Now it is time to move out of the stagnation. And I'm happy to say that I've made the first move today by finally overcoming the influence of do tomorrow. I wrote this script last night, not this morning. I think that senioritis stems from the feeling that after getting into university, we finally reached the finish line. But this is only the start of a bigger race and a greater journey. During exams, we all wish so hard that everything could be over. I wish I could just jump to a month later, when all I had to worry about was writing this speech. Well, time flies, and last night, staring at my blank page, I changed my mind. Anyway, I believe that our feelings of impatience at the time were conjoined with feelings of nostalgia, because those arduous, those were also the last of the weeks that we would ever be in high school. From exam day to the end of the exams, a whole month passed. There are only 12 months in a year. A whole 12th of a year spent on exams during the prime of our lives. That's hard to accept. So I vowed to never forget any of the content on my exams, not even how to draw the structure of a monochrome seed, a corn kernel, that is. I wonder who I'll use that. The lesson to be learned here is that every day is precious. During slightly challenging or tedious times, we always tell ourselves that I'll be happy once it's all over. But life is too short to set so many prerequisites for happiness. Each day is a precious gift to be savored and used, not to be left unopened and hoarded for a future that may never come. Since we all know that we'll face many more arduous times in college, it's time to make everything we do meaningful with the autonomy of our minds. I applied to college as a humanities and arts major. Whenever life fell apart, I'd think to myself, why did I ever take higher level math and biology? It's useless, it's not confusing for my college admissions officers. I probably won't need it in my future job. I know that the impractical of you can relate to this, like my friend Sichen, who took higher level chemistry and biology to become a poet. But then I remembered, not everything needs an ulterior purpose. Math is worth taking because it gives the brain good exercise, and biology because it's fun. So I encourage you to do everything, at least in part, for its very own sake. This time in our lives is once again a time for making decisions, for choosing courses, for choosing careers. It's inevitable to feel the pressure to plan everything completely and perfectly, to flesh out an optimal script for our lives, so that we may feel a sense of security. But I can tell you that I wrote fragments of this script spontaneously while living to the fullest during our senior trip last week. Likewise, write your script for life as it comes to you. After all, we live everything as it comes, and the first rehearsal for life is life itself. With the end of grade 12 so occupied with college acceptances, exams, report cards, and maybe conditional requirements, it's easy to become result-oriented. But I want to remind you that success is not final and failure is not fatal. That we're not defined by our material accomplishments, but by our thoughts, feelings, and memories, the things within ourselves that we truly own, the things that define our words and actions in a streaming present tense. We are a composite of all the people we meet and all the things we experience, so make sure that these are true to you. At the same time, don't feel pressured to outperform yourself constantly, whether in academics, sport, or happiness, to follow a linear increase with Pearson's correlation coefficient of 1. We learned in economics, after all, that the business cycle fluctuates, and growth for the sake of growth is the ideology of defense of self. Alternatively, if you're an English kid, then remember that William Somerset Maugham, an author I consider most wise, once said, only a mediocre person is always at his best. University is likely a time when you will witness much enlightenment and many epiphanies. As you do so, I hope that you will value your immediate, real-life experiences and your intuition as sources of wisdom. Yes, go and read books, squeeze the old geezers dry of the knowledge they spend their lives and blood accumulating and distilling. But such wisdom often comes in the form of intellectual, elaborate sentences, which then go on to reside in your head as just sentences that can hardly be applied to life. True wisdom, I believe, is antecedent to words and is embodied. It reveals itself in your temperament and actions and need not be recognized through garnished words. It accumulates in your experiences and must be personally witnessed. So go out and try things, experience things you have never experienced before, given that they're rationally good for you, of course. Because although knowledge reached secondhand from old philosophical readings or contemporary self-help books can guide you in the likely directions to intuitive wisdom, the quicker, truer route to wisdom is through your immediate experiences and daily toil. And once you've found it, put that wisdom into action through willpower. Class of 2023, you are the kindest, coolest, and most genuine people I've ever met. These are not exaggerations of your character, but distillations. And at college and beyond, they should lead you to happiness. However, if you do ever feel lonely, lost, or scared, or lack a sense of security, you can always think about the vastness of the world with all its possibilities, the passage of time which heals all wounds, and the autonomy of your own mind. On this note, I'd like to end my speech with a Dr. Seuss quote. You have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself any direction you choose. You're on your own, and you know what you know. And you are the one who will decide where to go. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for that wonderful speech. Kind, full, and genuine, all I can very much. Thank you so much. It's a web tradition that the chair of our board concludes the proceedings at our graduation ceremony. So now, to declare the class of 2023, I invite our board chair, Mr. Asapati, to the podium.
Dear well-graduates, students, faculty, staff, parents, guardians, and friends. As chair of the Web Board of Trustees, it is with immense pride that I congratulate the class of 2023. This is the culmination of 4 years of dedication and hard work. Your academic success is only part of the story. Your graduating class has endured and overcome exceptional uncertainty, including today's weather. Your experience in managing these unprecedented crises and stresses, especially in such a young and formative stage of life, will go a long way in enabling you to better navigate future challenges. You have faced COVID-related disruptions and online learning in every single year of high school. But through these experiences, you have adapted and grown. You have become more resilient, and your personal development has undoubtedly been enriched. While your high school experience has been somewhat different from what you expected, it should still be cherished. All the triumphs and setbacks that you have shared will create an everlasting and unique bond within the class of 2023. Your graduation is a tremendous milestone and a huge accomplishment for you, your family, your teachers, and your extended web family. Your years of dedication, perseverance, and sacrifice have brought you to this moment, and you should be incredibly proud of yourselves. Your high school years have been valuable and will serve you well in the real world, and in what comes next, whether it's college, a gap year, or work. We believe that web has prepared you with the right competencies to succeed in a rapidly changing and challenging world. Innovation, creativity, collaboration, communication, and critical thinking, these are the skills required to be successful in places of work, universities, communities, society, and beyond. It is truly incredible to see how strong, dynamic, energetic, and ingenious each one of you has grown up to become. You are a truly diverse, globally minded student body. You are young artists, filmmakers, scientists, graphic designers, engineers, economists, fashion designers, and much more. Whatever you do next, make sure that you keep on learning. Recently, Ms. Melody Verma, our high school principal, was a speaker to distinguished speakers in this event. She talked about maps, and amongst other things, she stated that unless they are continuously updated, maps quickly become out of date. And knowledge is the same. Don't stop learning because you have a high school degree, because just like maps, you can quickly become obsolete. Instead, you must definitely commit to staying current in whatever pathway you choose to pursue next. A strong foundation has been laid by you, and instilling these values will not just help you to achieve your dreams, but will empower you to become responsible citizens of a global community. While it is true that the world is facing tough challenges, ranging from climate change, war, and geopolitical tensions, I ask you to embrace all of these problems and turn them into opportunities. Be kind, show empathy, and don't be afraid to take action and make a difference. Dr. Jane Goodall, founder of Roots and Shoots, who hold a special relationship with math, once said, "What you do, make a difference, and you have to decide what kind of difference you want to make." You are leaving high school at a time where your skills, knowledge, and ability to shape the future are much more needed than ever. You may feel frustrated with the world's injustices, but never give up, and use your power to create a more compassionate, considerate, and equitable world. Every little step counts. All these little steps can be transformed into something bigger, which will bring about systemic change. Our world is slowly being passed to your capable hands, and I am hopeful and feel confident that each one of you will make it even better. But never forget your family, teachers, and friends who have supported you along this journey, and who have undeniably made you the complete and well-informed person that you are today. Go chase your dreams with open hearts, and be a positive force for all that is good. We wish you the best, and do not forget, you will always have a home at home. Please stay connected to our alumni network. There is nothing more satisfying and motivating than hearing your success stories. Continue living our mission and values wherever your life takes you, and always remember that wherever you are in the wider world. Believe in yourself, and you can be whoever you want to be, and go wherever you want to go. Life is a continuous journey, and not a destination. So don't be afraid if you make mistakes. Be determined, be hopeful, be empowered, and you will become bolder and stronger. And on that note, I'm going to pause. I am hereby very proud to congratulate and declare the class of 2023 sociology.
President.